Professor Mishra, Dr. Srinivas Murthy, my esteemed colleagues over here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Good morning to all of you. At the outset, let me welcome all the students who have decided to join the Institute of Public Enterprise. I am absolutely sure that over the next 2 years, you will be leveraging the variety of resources which we have over here, and it will do you immense good. I also welcome the parents of the students over here. Now we have a heterogeneous group over here. We have lots of young boys, we have lots of young girls. The age range may be between 21 and 28. And the average age would be around 22 or 23. We have students who have industrial experience, maybe 3 years or 4 years, and I hope the young students who are absolute freshers, they will interact with them and get a lot of learning. Some of you have come by air, some of you have come by train, some of you have come in buses, some of you might have come on your bike. I know for a fact that 2 or 3 students live in Shamirpet. Perhaps they have come by a walk. And maybe you came with your father or mother, brother, sister, friends, somebody or the other. But I am not sure how many of you have come with a dog, A-D-O-G. I mean, let's get this clear. When I say a dog, what I mean is, how many of you have come with aspirations, with dreams, with objectives, with goals and related things? So if you don't have a dog, which means the aspirations and dreams now, and you continue not to have it even after 2 years, what it means is, when we are celebrating the 142nd anniversary of the Wimbledon, 2 years from now, because if you see the Google Doodle today, the Google Doodle is 140 years of Wimbledon. So we are living in historic times. We are starting the course on July 3rd. Wimbledon is 140 years young. And as I said, if you don't have aspirations, dreams, objectives, goals, leverage opportunities, there is no chance that in spite of the best efforts of the placement department, you will get a job. All that you would have done is given us 8 lakh rupees. I say thank you very much for that, but you haven't helped yourself. So what I will do over the next 5 minutes, which is the time I hope they will give me, I will tell you about the 4 F's and the 2 D's. And I'll tell you what the 4 F's mean in a while. But let me tell you a story. And this is a story I have told several times. And this is a story perhaps you have heard several times. But nothing like listening to a story again, just to get a point across. I hope I'm audible at the end. Now, the story is about a Buddhist monk and a small boy, a small naughty boy, who when he was told that in that village, the Buddhist monk is very smart, very clever, this little boy really wanted to find out whether the monk was clever or not. So what he did was, he caught hold of a butterfly and he put it in his hand and he went to the monk and said, intelligent, clever Buddhist monk, can you tell me whether the butterfly in my hand is alive or dead? The monk could see through the game and he immediately said that the future of the butterfly is in your hands. Because if he said it's alive, this guy would have squeezed it, and if he said it was dead, he would have allowed the butterfly to fly. Now you are aware of that story, but what I want to tell you is, not only the future of the butterfly is in your hands, your own future, if you care for it, if you slog like mad over the next 2 years, whether teachers take class or not, whether we have infrastructure or not, whether we are ranked 20, 30 or 100 or not, you will get the job. So I told you the story. Now let me tell you some facts. There are 3 million, that is 30 lakh graduates every year. Only 19% are employable. There are 3 lakh management students who graduate from about 3,600 B schools every year. Only 9% are employable. So I've given you some telling statistic. It is left to you to decide what you want to do over here for the next 2 years. As I said, I will be talking to you about the 4 F's. The first one is find, F-I-N-D. That means please do some SWOT analysis about yourself. Please find out what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, because as Alexander Pope said, man, which includes of course women, man, know thyself. So I am not laboring the point, I am only asking you to do this much. Make an analysis about yourself and try to know what you could do. So that is find. The second one is fix. So you need, as my friend Sridhar said, you got to F. You got to F means you got to have a focus. And you must have a GF, which means you have a grand focus. And unless you are focused in life, you're not going to reach anywhere. So the second one is you fix the goals for yourself. According to a Harvard study conducted in the year 1979, they tried to find out something about the 1971 batch of students. And what they found was 84% of the students did not have any goals. 13% of the students had some goals but didn't put it in writing. 84 plus 13, 97. That leaves us with 3%. Only 3% had goals which was put in writing. Now 10 years later, they went to the same students. And they found that the 13% of the students who had goals but didn't put it in writing were on an average getting salary twice the 84%. I don't put too much into salaries, but I'm only telling you about that study. And they also found that the 3% of the students who had goals and also put it in writing were getting 10 times the salary of 97% of the students. 97, 84 plus 13. So what I am telling you, what I am suggesting to you is have some goals, put it in writing and try to meet your mentor. Each teacher over here will have a mentor. Meet her or him periodically and decide where you want to take your life. The third one is focus. You got to have focus. You got to have courage. You must do what you want. But I wanted to say something. I'm not saying it for the moment because of the shortage of time. But you need to do what you want to do. And as you are trying to do whatever you want to do, there might be some setback. A setback is a setup for a comeback. So you will fall several times, you have to get up and walk, so on and so forth. I want all the students over here to repeat what I am saying. No matter how hard it gets, come on here. No, nobody is understanding what I am saying, I think. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how hard it may become, I am going to make it. Now, we will know in 2 years whether you made it or not, despite some little bit of trouble here and there. The last step is patience. And remember in all this, I did tell on some Sundays to the students that you have to endure some pain. And there are only 2 pains you have to endure. One is the pain of discipline, the other is the pain of regret. The pain of discipline can be weighed in ounces. The pain of regret will be weighed in kilos and tons. Pain of discipline means get up 10 minutes earlier. Stop talking on the phone 10 minutes less than what you do otherwise. I saw my director talking on the phone a while ago. Message is not for him. Right? I'm talking to you all. Right? So, talk less on the phone, spend less time watching movies, spend more time watching TV and quality programs and so on. So I told you what you need to do. The pain of discipline is painful, but not as painful as the pain of regret. Because 2 years down the road, I don't want you to regret and say, look, going to IPE wasn't the right thing for me or some such thing. Now I'll come to the 2 D's. One is reading. Is Srija ready here? Just raise your hand like this. Srija ready? Not here? She is not here. She has decided not to come on day 1. I met her about 10 days ago and I told her to read some books. I sent her 2 of them electronically. She wrote back to say that she has read them. So all you students must read at least 3 books a month. Second one is invest some time in writing. Is Pooja Nair here? Is here? Not she's here. And is Priyada Uni here? No. If you are here, you scream yes. She's there. Okay. Now mind you, I have been writing to them every day for the last 90 days. How much time did I was not writing love letters and things like that. I was only writing to them, look, this is what you need to be doing. Now if an oldie like me can spend 5 minutes for 2 students who I think will do wonders for IPE, the message to them, I told them I'll tell you the message when you come here. You need to have discipline. You need to have commitment. And in life, because leadership deficit is prevailing, you need to walk the talk. The third one is engage in continuous learning. A recent act is the Insolvency Act. And I read in yesterday's paper, chartered accountants with 10 years experience, cost accountants with 10 years experience, and bankers with 15 years experience have to write that exam, then only they can qualify. We can go on and on continuous learning. I shall not do it now. Then you have to converse with the right people. Remember, in life there are nourishing people and toxic people. Keep away from the toxic people. Coming to the don'ts. Don't expect the Institute of Public Enterprise to get you a job. Your grandparents are around. They worked in a company for 30 years. At the end, they gave them a wristwatch, gold wristwatch, and said, look, that's done. These days, there's no such thing. You might work only for 2 or 3 months. And the last point is, don't embellish your resumes. I'll repeat that. Don't fake. Don't bluff. This is the Hindu paper 3 days ago, which talks about opportunities. It says the challenges of hiring freshers. So please, this is my last point. Please go to the room or to your house. Make your resume today. Make your resume today. Then after 2 years again, you make your resume. If both the resumes are matching, then what it means is these are not only the last 2 years of academic life, this will also be the last 2 years. I hope I haven't been sounding pessimistic. I've tried to be pragmatic and realistic. The ball is in your court. I wish you all the best. I hope you do your parents proud, your university, the alma mater earlier proud, and the Institute of Public Enterprise proud. Welcome to IPE. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the 4F mantra that you have shared with the students. I'm sure all the students will draw a roadmap and accomplish IPE's mission. So now let me invite Dr. M. Meher Karuna, Coordinator PGDM-RM, to address the gathering. Dr. M. Meher Karuna is the Coordinator of PGDM Retail and Marketing. She is a PhD from Yamta University and SLEP Qualified Faculty in Management. She has 18 years of experience in teaching, research, training, and consultancy. She published a book on small-scale industry, strategies for promotion, and also has completed a research project on integrated marketing communications sponsored by AICTE. Her areas of interest include social marketing and strategies in marketing.
Very good morning to you all. I heartily welcome you all to IPE. I just take some clues from the earlier speakers. You all here with a specific purpose. Some of you might have left your jobs and joined IPE to advance in your career. Some of you joined here to make your family business to go to the next level. And some of you may go for higher studies, and almost all of you want to become a good managers. Friends, the first principle to be a good and efficient manager, you need to be a good subordinate. That is the first principle of management. If you are not a responsible subordinate, no manager will tolerate. If you are a mischievous student, no teacher will tolerate. So the first principle of management is, if you want to be a good manager, learn to be a good subordinate. Coming to the focus, you have a purpose. What I suggest you is, never forget the purpose of joining IPE. Always keep that purpose in your mind and be focused. Why should we stress on this? Be focused, be focused. Because there are many distractions. Of course, the list of don'ts with which we were nurtured with. Need not repeat that list, but I just would like to tell you what I have realized recently. I heard a speech of Sadhguru, the founder of Isha Foundation. There is a tea stall owner selling tea. He is very knowledgeable. He suggests our Prime Minister how to improve his governance. Not only in politics, he has good knowledge in sports also. He suggests Virat Kohli how to bat. He suggests Dhoni how to play a good cricket. Friends, but it is a very unfortunate that he doesn't know how to make a good tea. He is not focused on his job, but he is engaged in suggesting others and looking at others' job. Then I felt, when I heard of this, I felt that this is the major distraction that we do have. Instead of focusing on our job, we start questioning, we start commenting on others. Friends, what I suggest you in the next 2 years, you being a student of IPE, focus on your studies. We, the coordinators, are ready to strengthen our process. Okay, being a marketing faculty, I would like to explain our relationship in marketing terminology. Some of you may have an apprehension that you all are customers of IPE. You are wrong. Then who are our customers? Our customers are our recruiters, not you. You all are our products. We are here to mold you into a sellable product and take you to the 9% which was mentioned by our Meenan sir. Are you ready to mold yourself? This is the question I would like to ask you all from here. Be ready, be focused, and try to work hard. No, rather saying work hard, I would like to say work happily and build your career at IPE. We all are ready for that. You also get ready for getting molded by all of us. With the tough processes we are going to create, you try to be ready for that. One of the IIT students, she asked a motivational speaker, so what is the proportion of hard work, destiny, luck in our success? The answer was quite interesting. Can you do anything with destiny? No. Can you do anything with luck? Obviously no. But can you do anything with hard work? Yes, it is, we have to do it. So let us focus on what we can do rather worrying about what we cannot. Be faith in God, be faith in yourself, and be a good student, focus on your studies. IPE will give you a bright future. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. We now invite Professor J. Kiran Mai, Coordinator BIF, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Menon sir and Karuna. I think what we wanted to say, I think Menon sir has told everyone, but I'll not talk what he has repeated. I'll just say, apart from being a student, you also have to be a good citizen and a good human being. That we should never forget. And nowadays, hard work has got a different meaning. It has changed completely. We have to do smart work also. So please, whatever you do, think that whether it is going to deliver you, whether it is going to help you to make your career is what you have to decide. And smart work really, really is needed, and you all have to work very, very smart. Apart from this, at IPE we have mentor-mentee relationship among the students and the faculty, and I think we are working with our teams to allot all the mentors to you, so we can stay in touch with your mentors, all the students, so that you can share what is that you are looking forward and how we can plan and achieve it. We have two of our people here as a part of the PGP office, Ms. Padmaja. Can I just ask her to just raise? She is going to look after as in charge for supportive to all the students, being the first person who can be showcased for the PGDM and also for HRM programs. And we also have Mr. Manmad Reddy here. He is going to support you in terms of the banking, insurance and financial services, international business, and also for retail marketing. So the first interface has to be known, so we thought we should tell you. And feel free to meet us, as we already told you, for any queries. And at IPE, let me tell you, attendance is very, very important. I think Dean will emphasize more on it, probably in the afternoon session when he is going to speak to students alone, leaving parents. But we request parents to also support us to have around 80% attendance of your wards, so that they are regular to classes, and the results what we are aiming at, that can be achieved very, very fast. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much. May I take the pleasure to introduce Dr. M. Lakshmi, who has more than 3 decades of experience. She is the medical officer at Institute of Public Enterprise. She will be available from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. from Monday to Friday, and any emergency she is available over phone. Let me now take the pleasure of reading the profile of Dr. M. Karthik, who is the coordinator PGDM IB. Dr. M. Karthik is the program head of PGDM International Business. He holds PhD in Management and Master's degree in International Business from Bharatiyar University, Coimbatore. He brings with him more than 15 years of teaching, research, and consulting experience. Prior to IPE, he worked for the University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, and he was also associated with Badruka Institute of Foreign Trade. He has been associated with umpteen number of consulting assignments, including Assam State Transport Corporation, Neyveli Lignite Corporation, and Midhani.
Thank you, Shaheen. Our pilot, Professor R.K. Mishra, our co-pilot, Professor S.S. Murthy, the crew here, various faculty members, parents, students, a very good morning to all of you. My hearty congratulations to all those students who got a confirmed seat, and my best wishes to all of you, those who are in waiting list and RAC. Students who have chosen international business, PGDM and international business, parents, when we met outside the hall, they were asking several questions about what is the scope of this program and what kind of future that we can expect, after completing this course. I took a cue from Professor Menon. I thought, let me answer this with a small story. Am I audible? The story goes like this. A professor goes to class. He questions to his students, "Students, can you tell me what is the meaning of globalization?" And a mischievous student gets up and says, "Professor, I have the answer." Professor says, "Please go on." And the student says, "Professor, it is Princess Diana's death." The professor is upset and angry, and he was about to throw the student out of the class. The student says, "Professor, please hold on, let me justify, my answer is right." And he goes on to say the following. He says this: "An English princess with her Egyptian boyfriend in a German car which had a Dutch engine, driven by a Belgian driver who was on Scottish whiskey, closely chased by Italian paparazzi on Japanese motorbikes, crashed in French tunnel, treated by American doctors using Brazilian medicines." My friends, this is the answer for the question. See how many countries are involved in this. We can't disintegrate from the concept of globalization. Many ask, with Trump and Brexit, what is the future of globalization? Whether Trump is there or not, it is not going to change the kind of world that we are living today. He will not be able to stop globalization, let me tell you this. And let me also tell you, let me reassure to you that you are in very safe hands. As I already introduced our pilot and co-pilot, the reason why I introduce them as pilot and co-pilot is because I often refer Professor Mishra as the fastest academician in the world, because the speed at which he operates is something which is incredible, and all of us have to adjust to the kind of speed at which he functions. And once again, a hearty welcome to all of you. You are in the very safe hands of very nice and quality faculty members. We have faculty members ranging from Professor Menon to Pragya, a perfect mixture of youth and experience. Welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karthik. I'm sure the insight that you have shared with these new incumbents will help them plan the career of their 2 years of time with the Institute of Public Enterprise. Dr. Shulagna Sarkar is Coordinator PGDM HRM, Coordinator Center for Corporate Social Responsibility, IPE, and Coordinator Center for Case Research. She is a PhD and has around 15 years of industry and academia experience. She is acclaimed as an IICA CSR Certified Trainer Level 1 and IICA MHRD, Government of India. She is also a Master Trainer in CSR by Department of Public Enterprise, New Delhi. She is also certified to work on the area of predictive analytics in HR. She has published several books, papers, and book chapters in the area of human resource management and corporate social responsibility. We now invite Dr. Shulagna Sarkar, Coordinator PGDM HRM, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Shaheen. Thank you. Very good morning to all of you, my director, Professor Murthy, my colleagues on dais. Okay, I have a question before I talk. How many of you consider yourself as good? Raise your hands, please. How many of you consider yourself very good? Oh my, people are reluctantly raising hands. Okay, I'll give the answer to you. There's a very beautiful saying which says, good is the enemy of great. How many of you have thought for an aspiration to be a great person in life? If you just look into, the scenario today, we always say that good makes it very little for us. It stops us from growing. Be it great, how many of you actually say that I'm from a great school? We always call ourselves, we have studied in a good school. Call ourselves with regards to government, good government. But none of us say great government, right? So there's a lot to happen when you call yourself or aspire yourself to be great. And I welcome you all because all of you must be definitely great to be a part of IPE, because there is a huge lot who could not make up to be a part of IPE, but you have, you're lucky enough. And I'm sure that you will be in future making yourself a great. Today on, my colleague Professor Menon was mentioning that you should have a goal for yourself and you should have clear-cut aspirations. That's what I would also like to mention you all, that have a very, very clear goal for yourself, have aspirations for yourself, and set it from very beginning itself, so that you are able to achieve that by the year, end. Apart from that, I would always like to mention one quote. It says, even the largest enemy is nothing without a great general. And my great general is nothing but Professor Mishra, because he's a great leader who leads the great institution of IPE. Apart from him, we have great mentors. If you look into the board members of IPE, they are simply great in terms of the presence of them as corporates. Apart from that, they are great visionaries. And when you have a set of people, a great leader like Professor Mishra, a great set of board members, I'm sure that each of you will be aspiring to be great managers for future. I don't know whether you've heard this story of balloon seller. Anybody? No, I don't see hands. Okay, one day a balloon seller went to a new village to sell balloons. So he was thinking, let me just have loads and loads of different colors so that it attracts everybody to come and buy the balloons. So his mission was successful because he took all shades possible with him. And children came running, they picked up, I want a red, I want a green, want a yellow, I want a purple. So everybody picked up. It went on for a few days and he was saying, oh, this is a great business in this village. One day, a small little boy came up to him and he was noticing that this balloon seller was busy counting money after he sold his balloon, and there was a dark colored balloon which was not sold. So he simply goes and says, see, if I buy this black balloon, will it rise up in the sky? So the balloon seller said, of course yes. If you buy this balloon, why not? It's a balloon after all, it should rise up in the sky. So he says, okay, then give me the black balloon and it will rise. The message is that it's not what is important in terms of color or what your external is. What matters is the content inside. The black balloon had the same content what all other colored balloons or shaded balloons had. So all of you must aspire that you must be able to build up the content within yourself so that you are able to reach up and fly high in the sky. And I'm sure in the next 2 years, which you are a part of IPE, you all will be able to achieve the aspirations of being great. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shulagna. Let me now introduce Dr. Prarthana. Dr. Prarthana Kumar is an assistant professor at Institute of Public Enterprise and coordinator of Executive PGDM at IPE. She is a PhD in multisensory marketing from University of Hyderabad. She has various papers published in national and international journals. She is pursuing her postdoctoral fellowship with ICSSR Delhi. Her areas of interest are sensory marketing, branding, startups, and services marketing. One important feather of her achievements is she is a proud alumnus of IPE. May I now invite Dr. Prardhana Kumar, Coordinator, Executive PGTM, to brief the audience of the course.
Thank you, Shine ma'am. Good afternoon, everybody. Now, this is talking like a coordinator. All I would want to share about the course is, in IPE, we believe in having customized courses for customized needs. We understand that everybody has a different need and we can't treat people in the same manner. One of such inspirations to start off this course was that we understand that working professionals do need a platform to network and talk differently. And that is where we introduced the Executive PGDM program. It's a program for the executives, working executives, somebody who has more than at least 2-3 years of experience. And we customize the course according to our batch, as to however the batch is like. And we see to it that learning is not just one way, but mutual. Because our executive students are our windows to the industry. So what happens generally is, it's not we who talk to them or, teach them, but they in turn teach to us. Because when we talk about the theory, they bring in practicals. They say that this happened at workplace and that happened in workplace. So it's mutual learning. So I would invite and I would like to, welcome everybody for whoever is interested in mutual learning and also, relearning for us. You're all welcome here and thank you. I would now invite Dr. Sai Sailaja to address the gathering. Dr. Sai Sailaja Bharatam is an assistant professor, coordinator admissions, and she holds an MPhil and PhD in economics from the University of Hyderabad. Before joining IPE, she was associated as assistant professor with IMT Hyderabad, BITS Hyderabad, and was a researcher at ISB, and was a project-tied faculty with the Administrative Staff College of India. We welcome Dr. Sai Sailaja, please.
So, very good afternoon, all of you. It's almost afternoon, and I am greatly indebted to Professor R.K. Mishra for giving me an opportunity to stand where I am, and he has great faith in most of us who are sitting here on the dais who are below 40, and we are all in leadership roles. Most of the time you see us doing coordinatorships of different verticals. So if you have to be born, your parents should have thought about it. So very similarly, an opportunity is given to us because he thought about it. It's very important that we got this opportunity. And also it's a very strange thing that you can see not many women are standing and taking things ahead in many other verticals in this country. So this is very important that you see a lot of women here. Apart from these, there are few execution issues that need to be announced in this, and that is, you all been selected. When I started with a concept of opportunity, it's the same thing for you as well. So we have selected you with due care. Someone who has got a 90 CAT or somebody who has got a little less than that, we understood that you're a trainable resource when you have picked you for this college. So kindly make best of this opportunity and then pursue these 2 years with great focus. That's very important. And those who have really exceptional good scores in their aptitude tests, we are going to award them the announced scholarships that you have already seen in the table in the month of December. So for that, we'll call again a separate notification in the college to submit certain of the documents where you can submit them, and then your entire amount of scholarship would be released around December once we verify your candidature for that. Okay, so in the respective rooms, we will again resume for that. Kindly do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shailaja. We now request Mr. Ramakrishna, Mr. Rakesh, Dr. Deepthi Chandra, and Dr. Sunil Kumar wardens at IPE to address the gathering regarding the hostel facilities available.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good afternoon to all of you. Myself, MJ Ramakrishna, Warden Boys Hostel. He is Mr.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, A. Rakesh Panindra, Assistant Professor IT and also a Warden.
Good afternoon to everybody. I am Dr. Deepthi Chandra, Assistant Professor, and I extend a very warm welcome to all students and parents to IPE.
Hi, I am Dr. Sunil Kumar. I'll be there with you in the hostel, so I think we'll have a lot of time spending together. I welcome all of you. I wish you all the best.
This is our crew, hostel team, and you can meet if you have any problem. Next slide, please. Next slide. And these are the facilities, what you have to bring. It's already informed to you, all of you. And once you can check the hostel rule book, all details are available. And next, we strictly prohibit these things. First, the ragging and the smoking, alcohol, and we don't allow any others, day scholars or relatives without our permission to the rooms or the hostels. Okay? Thank you.
So, good afternoon, everyone. So, when it comes to the hostel facilities point of view, from morning 6:30 and up to 8:30, the hot water facility is available. And we have a caretaker room in the hostel. So, if you have any queries or any things which need to talk with the faculty or a warden, you can come to us at any time. But there are some specific timings. The timings are available, like from evening 3:30 to 5:15, we are available in the caretaker room or in our cabins in the academic block. And also we have a specific mail ID for the hostel, hostels@ipeindia.org. If you have any queries, you can write the queries to us. We will reply to that mail ID. And when it comes to the leave applications, there are specific leave types are there. And also we have a user interface for hostel. So everything is through that portal. We are accessing you, and we are providing a communication to the parents and also to the students about the leave. And every student is assigned with the biometric access card. When they are coming in and out from the campus, it will be registered and it will be recorded in the biometric application, and also it will be informed to you. And one thing is, by 8 o'clock in the evening, every hosteler has to come back. And in the hostel leave application, you have to mention you want to take the lunch, breakfast or dinner when you are applying the leave. And we prohibit smoking and drinking and cooking food which are not going to be allowed into the campus, in the hostel blocks. If you want to have these things like cookable food or like some hot dishes, you can have those things in the food court, not in the hostel blocks. And next I hand over mic to Deepthi Chandra, ma'am.
I extend a very warm welcome to all students of IPE. We will be working very closely with you because we are all staying on campus. 24 hours we will be available, but we have also academic work, so we can meet students in the cabins, in the caretaker rooms. Any emergency, we are readily available to you, and there is a 24-hour nurse available. There are doctors who are visiting the campus on all 6 days. There is a lady doctor, there is a male doctor. So any issues, any problems, we are always there for you. Thank you very much. I would like to introduce our caretaker, girls hostel, Ms. Geeta Iyer. Ms. Geeta Iyer will be available on campus during 9:30 to 4:30, and she takes care of the hostel very well. So any issues, any problems, you can discuss with ma'am. Ma'am is here associated with IPE for a very long period of time, around more than 28 years. So she is well acquainted with all facilities. Every problem you can come and discuss. Even for going out for bus passes, ma'am is available. So ma'am will give you some the bus passes And any problem, you can come and discuss with her. Right? Thank you.
Yeah, a few more things. My colleagues, Rakesh and Ramakrishna sir, they worked very tirelessly to develop a platform for you. Actually, it's called as MCD. Okay, online, you can place your any kind of inconveniences and you can get it resolved. So you have a separate login credentials for you given, so you can raise the complaint and get it resolved. So you can make use of that facility, and we'll explain those things, everything. You can do it very nicely. With, it's a user-friendly software, online portal available for you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We now invite Professor S.N. Mantha. He is the chairman of our industry interface, and he is the former director of BDL. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. I will not take much time, but I would like to say that please utilize your time with the college. Don't while it away, because industry needs people like you, young people, to serve. We are trying to bring CEOs to speak for the students so that they can share their experience. We'll also be taking you to visit the industry so that you get a practical exposure to the industry wherever it's possible, be it a manufacturing industry or a service industry. Apart from this, this will also help you in the placements. So I earnestly request you, all of you, to see that you utilize this facility and make sure. Maybe it is one of the first of its kind in which the IPE is taking the lead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. IPE has become well known for its quality of management development programs, workshops, training programs, and organization-based programs. MDPs have been conducted for managerial cadre, personnel ranging from junior management executives to CEOs, MDs, as well as chairmen and directors of corporates from time to time, and very well received. IPE is patronized by large public enterprises comprising both Navaratna and Mini Ratna enterprises. Now I would want, I request our training and consultancy coordinator, Professor S. Satish Kumar, to brief the audience of their activities.
Professor Mishra, Dr. Murthy, my colleagues on the dais, dear students and parents, at the outset, let me extend a very warm welcome to you this morning. It's afternoon by now. I'm sure that you are entering IPE and you're going to be here for the next 2 years, which we believe that will transform you into an individual that the society is going to cherish. As for why I am here, I am actually as Dr. Shaheen told, I coordinate the activities of the training division. See, Institute of Public Enterprise, as you are aware, it just doesn't restrict itself only to long-term education, that's the PGP programs. We also have 3 other verticals, the other verticals being research, consultancy, and training. When we say training, we talk about training the practicing managers. IPE has been doing this for the past 50 years, and on an average, we do about 70 to 80 programs, ranging from 2 days to 7 days, wherein working executives of public and private sector enterprises visit our institute and listen to us on various topics of contemporary interest. And the beauty of this is that the faculty, our own faculty members who take part in these programs, take a lot back from those people whom they are talking to, and that is brought to the classroom. So doing the training program and getting involved in consultancy activities, it's a two-edged sword. Apart from being a revenue model for revenue source for the institute, it also acts as a source of knowledge for the people who are delivering these products to the clients. So the things that we learn from in our discussions with the various people whom we are addressing, we are able to take a lot of things back from there to the classrooms, wherein we are able to deliver things which are more contemporary and more practical. We have been we do different kinds of programs, and if you look at on an average, close to about 1,700 to 800 people at least visit our institute. As you are aware, we have another campus which is there, the earlier campus. This is the campus which started operations only 3 years back, but we have been there in the Osman University campus for the past 54 years. And our training division operates from there basically, and most of the programs are held there. There are a few programs which we bring to this place too, in the Shamirpet campus, new campus also. But we are sure that, in fact, some of the programs, what we do is we try and see if the programs have more relevance to the students who are here. We try to take some of the students also back to the programs. It has happened before, and it's going to happen in the future too. As far as consultancy assignments go, IPE involves itself in many types of consultancy activities, ranging from all functional areas of management, if one were to say, be it in HR or financial restructuring or strategic planning, strategic management, or operations. In all the functional areas, we have experts. We have our faculty members who have their own experience. And we try and we do get a lot of programs, a lot of consultancy assignments in which all our faculty, many of our faculty members get associated with. And this tells, once again, as I mentioned earlier, the output of these training programs and this consultancy assignments is improved delivery in our classrooms for your benefit. I'm sure that you are going to see that over the next 2 years, and I extend a very warm welcome to all of you once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Established in 1964, the Institute of Public Enterprise was established as an autonomous non-profit society at the initiative of Mr. S.S. Khera and Dr. D.S. Reddy with the objective of furthering studies, research and consultancy in management sciences. I would request Dr. V. Srikanth, Coordinator, Research Division, to brief the activities undertaken by the Research Division at the Institute of Public Enterprise.
Respected Director, Sir, Dean, faculty, parents, and students, a very good afternoon. IPE is known as a research institution. It is known by different things. It is known for its training. It is known for its education. But one of the first things IPE is known for is research and consultancy. Almost 90% of all IPE faculty are PhD holders. The rest are pursuing their PhD and at various stages of their PhDs. IPE has been doing a lot of work in terms of research and consultancy. There are some projects we do on our own of societal interest. We also take projects which are coming from Government of India and various other state governments, and we have also done projects, research projects and consultancy projects for central public sector enterprises and state public sector enterprises. We have also done research projects for Asian Development Bank, World Bank, and for SAARC. So we are known for research. We have been doing research from 1964, and we have done a lot to help the government in its policy decisions. We are also into, as part of ICSSR Research Institute, we are also doing a lot of projects for ICSSR. ICSSR gives projects as major research projects and minor research projects, which many of our faculty are doing. ICSSR also helps people who are pursuing PhD from various universities to do PhD. They need not worry about the finances because ICSSR through IPE gives monthly stipends to the budding research scholars, and we are also enabling this thing. For this purpose, we have tied up with 7 universities in the country: Usmania University, University of Hyderabad, Adikavi Nannaya University, University of Mysore, to name a few. We are at the advanced stage of collaboration with Symbiosis University, Pune. But this particular thing is why we are associating with other universities is, as of now, IPE cannot give directly the PhD. But that also is our director's dream, that we should give PhD to our candidates on our own merit. So we are in this process, and hopefully by next year, we are going to get fellowship program in management through which IPE can give PhD to directly to the PhD candidates. And I've been talking about research. In simple way, why research? If you answer for this particular question, research helps in decision making. So through our research, we are helping the state governments, we are helping the central government, we are helping the public sector enterprises in better decision making, informed decision making. And I know most of you also have taken a decision. The decision to join IPE in one or the other courses is after careful consideration, and you have compared the MBA programs of other institutions and also ours, the fee structure you have compared the placement activities of the other institutions and IPE, and finally you have taken the decision. What you have done, this comparison and all this collecting of information and comparison, is research. So you have done the research and you have taken the decision to join IPE. And I would like to say that you have taken one of the best decisions in your life. Welcome to IPE, and utilize these 2 years' time, learn the various skills, knowledge which we are going to offer. We also have 2 research courses, research methodology course, marketing research course in our structure, and we are also try to build research aptitude in you, so that if you choose to become researchers, you have that option also open after doing your PGDM. And if you don't choose to be a researcher, you want to be a manager in any of the organizations, then also this research aptitude will help you in taking better decisions. That is the difference between an MBA person or a PGDM person and other graduates. Why should the company pay you huge amounts of money as salary? Because you can take the decisions, and research helps in taking decisions. So my advice is that you also not only develop managerial abilities and skills, also develop research aptitude. I do hope you will learn that, you will develop that thing. All the best for you. May God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. IP publishes journals at the Institute. In this regard, may I request Dr. K. Trivikram, who is the chairman of the Publications Division, to brief what are the activities undertaken by this division.
A very good morning to all the students, parents, and my friends and colleagues. It's a great pleasure today to have an interface with all of you. IP is known for 4 planks. One is basic is research, consultancy, teaching, and training. Because in the academic world, research is a vital thing, and an extension of that is the publications of that. Because it's a competitive world that either students or whatever stakeholders are there, they need to publish their research findings in the shape of working papers, journals. Now IP brings out 6 journals which are very reputed journals, both nationally and internationally. One is that we have the flagship journal, the Journal of Institute of Public Enterprise, which is reaching its 40th year of publication. And Professor Mishra is the editor-in-chief of the journal, in the sense that we have the Journal of Economic Policy and Research. It's an empirical paper where my colleague, Professor Sai Lakshmi is there as the editor, and Professor Mishra is the editor-in-chief. We have the IP Journal of Management. It's now 6th year in running, and then we have Professor Kiran Mai as the editor of that. And then we have the Journal of Marketing, Journal of Marketing, I think. We have Professor Kiran Mai as the editor of that. So I think that this is a very important phase of a student's this thing, and the students can take advantage of the project work. They are invited to make use of this forum and conceptualize the thought process and write papers, which is very important in the foreseeable future. I wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would now want you to emphasize on something like we have center heads here. We have areas where we try to do research in specialized areas, and those are made centers. So we have different centers here, like Center for Corporate Governance, headed by Dr. Kiran, Center for Corporate Social Responsibility by Dr. Sulagna Sarkar, SLPE by Dr. Lakshmi Kumari. We have Center for Environment and Sustainability by Dr. Janaki Krishna, and the Center for Governance and Public Policy by Dr. Geeta, and Center for Energy Economics by Dr. Rajesh. I would request Dr. Sulagna to please come and brief about her center for 2 minutes, please.
We have been doing very many baseline surveys and impact assessments, very many case researches in the area of social responsibility. The chair is being headed by Professor Mishra, and under this chair we have again publications in the area of CSR. One good thing about this Center for CSR is that we've got a very good support from students too. As a student you should be understanding what society is about and also trying to help the society to the larger extent possible. So under this CSR center, students have initiated very many programs, where they go to the orphanages nearby. They invite the orphanage kids to the IPE premises, offer them lunch, offer them very many articles that they can. Then we have blood donation camp. Apart from student activity, these activities also fall under the social purview, and the center encourages students to be a part of it. We involve the students in doing researches also, where they themselves go to the society to collect data, analyze it, understand the problems of the society, and this is what I can a little talk about the center. Thank you.
Thank you, Sulagna. I would request Dr. Lakshmi Kumari to please come and brief about the Center on SLPES.
Good morning, all of you. And I am Dr. Lakshmi Kumari. I am the coordinator for Center on State Level Public Enterprises and Central Public Sector Enterprises at IPE. IPE is known for Institute of Public Enterprise. From the way back from 1964 onwards, the Institute's main research focus is on public sector enterprises. So as a part of that, under the dynamic leadership of our Professor R.K. Mishra, our director, we have started this center on state level public sector enterprises, which caters to the policy needs of all the state governments, central governments, finance commission, planning commission, and various other regulatory bodies also. We provide them the policy issues and also advisory bodies who act as in supplying the data as well as providing solutions to their problems. So for the students, from where 3 to 4 years onwards, students are taking the help of this center in doing their summer projects as well as the long-term projects. We are helping the students in providing the database so that they can come up with a very good reports, and research can also enhance in their mindset. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. I would request Dr. Janaki Krishna to please talk about Center for Environment and Sustainable Development.
Good afternoon, everybody. Respected Director, Dean, my dear colleagues, students, parents, and staff. It's my pleasure to give you a glimpse about the Center for Sustainable Development at IPE. As told by Dr. Srikanth, our research coordinator, we have several centers of excellence. You all might have done a lot of research before joining into IPE. The parents might have done research about IPE, and the students might have done research about IPE. So the research is part and parcel of everybody's life. We do research, we do not know how we do, but research, unknowingly or knowingly, we conduct research. And organizations are known by their research and publications. Whenever you look at organizations, what is the strength of the faculty? Do they have any international publications? Do they have any citations? That's why you search for organizations. So as part of Center for Sustainable Development, we take number of activities. We have started this center 4 years ago. In fact, we have been doing lot of programs relating to environment and sustainable development, but we started focusing our thirst areas as centers. So we have initiated these centers, and we have been working for sustainable development, environment, public policy, governance, public enterprises, corporate social responsibility, etc. Coming to the Center for Sustainable Development, we undertake research projects relating to sustainable development. Sustainable development means, as the word denotes, sustainability means what? Sustainability is nothing but meeting the needs of the present generations without compromising on the needs of the future generations. If we have this infrastructure, that is not enough. We have to sustain that infrastructure. If we have power for this generation, that is not enough. We have to sustain for future generations. We have water for this present generation, that is not enough. We have to sustain these water resources, natural resources, everything for future generations. Sustainability has become a biggest challenge all over the world. So recognizing this challenge, the United Nations has developed the term sustainable development, and earlier we used to have Millennium Development Goals. The United Nations, the 198 countries who are party to United Nations, they worked for achieving these Millennium Development Goals. Many of you might be knowing about these 8 Millennium Development Goals. Then later on in 2015, these 8 Millennium Development Goals have been replaced by 17 Sustainable Development Goals. So the countries who pledged for meeting these 17 Sustainable Development Goals have to achieve these Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. So all countries are working to achieve these targets. Under these goals, we have number of targets. If it is for ending of poverty, they have 169 indicators. They have to work for eradicating poverty. If they have to provide education for all, there are many targets, many indicators. They have to work for it. If they have to work for clean environment, they have targets and indicators. So IPE, as a research institute, we have undertaken this area for research, and we have taken projects relating to climate change, mitigation and adaptation, and also sustainable development goals. Biodiversity is also part of the environment. We organize number of eco-development campaigns, and we publish number of books in the area of sustainable development. By reputed publishers, we publish these books. And as part of the center's activities, every year we conduct national and international conferences in this area of environment and sustainable development. And we are also part of the World Congress on Environment Management, which we are going to organize in the HACC Convention Hall on July 7th and 9th. We are releasing one book on climate change during that conference, and our Honorable Director is delivering an address on environment management during that Congress. And what is interesting to you in this center is We also take students for conducting the surveys, for conducting research as part of center's activities. Whenever we got projects, we do conduct sponsored research, and also we conduct research on our own. When we conduct research, we have to conduct many surveys and we have to collect the data. So while collecting the data, while conducting these surveys, while organizing these conferences, while organizing these campaigns, we take the help of students and we collaborate with students, and also many of the students, they have published papers also as part of this research work. So students' environment is at the heart for everybody. So whenever we organize the programs relating to environment, you all will be ready to help us. So please be part of this center's activities and try to publish articles in that particular area with the help of the faculty. We are always there to help you out. And also one more thing, the Center for Sustainable Development is also listed as one of the top 100 think tanks under environment policy by University of Pennsylvania. A third party has conducted this survey, and IPE is ranked among top 100 think tanks for the work we have done on environmental policy. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. I represent the Center for Corporate Governance, which has been funded by ONGC. As a part of the center, we do a lot of activities for ONGC because, you know, IPE is known for its research for public enterprises. Hence, these centers provide a platform for students to understand what are the real requirements that the industry is looking for. As Janaki madam was telling, these centers will help the students to be a part of it so that they can also start knowing about the various activities that are going to help them to establish their career in future. And we at the Center of Corporate Social Responsibility, we every year do conference. We also work with ONGC on a research project, and we always have a lot of encouragement on the various initiatives that are happening in our country in terms of corporate scandals that we are going to study and publish them. And we invite all our students to be a part of our research activities as a part of the center initiatives. And this center is one of the oldest center at the institute. We started functioning since 2010, and very recently we have been renewed the approval to continue to work for ONGC as a part of corporate governance in our country. Thank you so much. Look forward more number of students work with us this year, and we will try to disseminate a lot of knowledge on corporate governance.
Thank you, ma'am. I would request Dr. Rajesh to please come and talk about the Center for Energy Economics.
Good afternoon, all. I teach economics here in general, but my area of interest is energy economics also. And Professor R.K. Mishra took this initiative of forming this center for energy economics, of which I'm a part. Like any other centers of excellence, there is immense research that will go on in this center for energy-related issues. Many of you must be familiar with issues such as issues related to oil economics. We say what happened to the OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, once a very big force to reckon with, but no longer it is a force to reckon with. How America become an overnight exporter of shale gas and oil, and it become a formidable challenge to Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. There are issues related to power sector reforms. We embarked on power sector reforms way back in the year 1991, and after 2.5 decades, we still have power shortages glaring in our face. So why has this happened? Why can't we replicate the reforms that have gone in countries such as America and UK? I'm sure some of you must be aware of the fact in UK you have such wide choice for electricity suppliers. You know, just as you have your mobile supplier, internet service provider, or any other service provider for that matter, you can just say, you know, in case of electricity service provider, I don't like the way you have supplied electricity, come on, go. I will see another electricity supplier. So this kind of research has gone in UK. So can we replicate that kind of research here? There are issues related to energy conservation, energy security, energy efficiency. So this center pursues research in all these areas. So to this end, we invite working papers, occasional papers, and maybe sometimes we can have discussion forums. Some of you could be interested in this area. So you can come to me, we can discuss, maybe sometime we can write a paper also if situation permits. So that is what is about the center. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. I would now request Dr. Sridhar Raj to please talk about the Center of Governance and Public Policy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Respected Mishra sir and my dear colleagues and the parents of the students who have joined IPE. I represent the Center for Governance and Public Policy. Center for Governance and Public Policy has been involved in various consultancy assignments. We have undertaken a lot of consultancy assignments with the World Bank, UNDP, and did the RFD framework for the Cabinet Secretariat. We have been involved in various assignments with various governments like Telangana, the government of Andhra Pradesh, the government of Karnataka. That apart, we are going to organize a conference with a few countries in Nepal. The Administrative Staff College of Nepal is organizing a conference in collaboration with IPE, probably this month. We have a journal on governance and public policy in which we touch upon various aspects pertaining to public policy. We as a team, myself, Dr. Geeta, have been working on various aspects of this governance and public policy. We look forward for the collaboration from students as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Not taking much time, I would like to thank our director, Professor R.K. Mishra, the Dean, Professor S.S. Murthy, Registrar, Madam Kiranmai, the FAO, Fani sir, and the faculty, staff, media, parents and students for being a part of our inaugural session here. We thank you for making it special for IPE, and I hope that we are able to add value to the society over a period of time. Thank you so much and have a nice day.